breaking news coverage from Tulsa's Channel 8.
That breaking news coming out of East Tulsa, where a car hit a toddler just within the last hour. Channel 8's Ryan Brashler live near 41st and Mingo with the latest information. Ryan, what do we know?
Neely, we just found out minutes ago that 2-year-old little girl has died after being struck by a vehicle. I'm going to step out of the way and show you the scene right now. You can see officers still working on this investigation. We're told this little girl was with her grandparents being babysat. She was playing in the grass when another family member accidentally backed up and ran her over. This is a terrible, terrible tragedy. Once again, we have learned in the last 5 minutes or so that little girl has passed away.
There was a relative who was attempting to move a car to leave the scene, and it appears at this time accidentally ran over the child.
This is still an ongoing investigation. Police are still here on scene trying to figure out exactly what happened, but at this point they don't believe any foul play was involved. Just a terrible tragedy here near 41st and Mingo. Reporting live, Ryan Brashler, Tulsa's Channel 8.
Ryan, thank you. We're going to have more on what's happened with storms that have moved through the area. Mayor G.T. Bynum walking through the damage today. Channel 8's Maureen Wartz joins us live with the mayor and has more on what they found today. Maureen?
Neely, right now we're seeing big piles of debris, so that's a big step up from yesterday. Joining me now is Mayor G.T. Bynum. Mayor, you were able to kind of take a look at some of this damage firsthand. What were some of your impressions?
Well, I've seen tornado damage all my life growing up, the son of an American Red Cross worker, and I've never seen anything like this, a tornado hitting a metropolitan area on such a densely packed commercial district like this. The damage is substantial, and it's just a miracle that no one was killed.
Absolutely, and a lot of people are asking the question again and again, why didn't those sirens go off? It's a big concern for you in the city?
Oh, it's absolutely a big concern for us. Tulsans should be able to rely on those sirens going off to let them know when they're in danger. The reality is this is a very unique storm. We haven't had a tornado in Tulsa in August since the 1950s. Usually we can predict the conditions of them days in advance. There were no conditions that indicated this tornado was going to occur until it did occur, and as soon as it did, the National Weather Service alerted us. But by then it had moved out of town, and turning on the sirens didn't seem worthwhile at that point. That being said, we have the foremost experts in the world right here in Oklahoma on tornado prediction, and after we're done with this cleanup, we're going to meet with them about what we need to do to be able to better predict tornadoes in Tulsa.
And I know yesterday the city was talking about overwarning people, saying, hey, if we warn people too much, they won't pay attention. Is that the case?
Oh, I'm always a big fan of erring on the side of caution and giving people a heads up in advance rather than not doing it when they might need it. So again, we're going to review all the protocols around how those sirens are set off and look at the technology that we utilize to determine when tornadoes are going to be in Tulsa so that Tulsans can be as protected as they possibly can be moving forward.
Absolutely. I know, yeah, that is a big concern with people. They want to make sure if the next tornado comes that everybody will be prepared. So you'll be reviewing those protocols and keeping us updated.
We will. The mission of the day right now is helping these businesses get back on their feet, helping our Tulsa residents who were impacted clean up their homes. But after that, and when the dust has settled a bit on this, we will be meeting with our emergency management officials and with experts that we have here in the state that we can rely on for guidance in that regard.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for talking with us, too. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Still,
you.
Clearly a lot of cleanup effort to go, especially on 41st Street. Neely?
Maureen, thank you. A lot of cleanup work to do and a lot of questions to be answered. As you saw there, cleanup now in full swing after that EF2 tornado ripped through Midtown. Today, heavy machinery moving debris. Many managers and business owners returning at vintage stock. The head of operations arriving today, only to find a notice of condemnation on the building. He could not go inside, but said it was a total loss after the rain, and then sprinklers ruined all of their inventory. Steve Wilcox says they had 8 employees here, all relocated to save their jobs.
Right now we've got them spread. There's 4 other area stores, so we've got them spread to those stores, and then we'll just have to we'll keep them there and find jobs for them to do at those stores.
Wilcox hopes they'll find another temporary location close by to reopen as soon as possible. Many businesses closing because of yesterday's tornado, but as Channel 8's Amy Jensen found out, even a few without damage, they still can't open for business just yet.
The damage is widespread. From an AT&T store on 41st to car dealerships on Memorial.
Got security and all types of people that are working to get things in motion. So yeah, we'll be assessing, finding out what we need in terms of workers to get the cars back up.
Like many businesses, Drive Time Car Dealership is closed for the time being to repair the damage.
For now, it's just a pause in business, until we can get things back up and running, get the power, and once that's back up, it will be going.
Some businesses got lucky.
By like 100 feet, it missed our store.
Tulsa Gold and Silver and next door businesses made it out unscathed. But just down the road, a completely different story.
It helps you appreciate what you got.
Unfortunately, president of Tulsa Gold and Silver, John Davis, is still facing some issues.
Even though we have electricity, we have everything except phones, the police they're not letting anybody in.
And he's not the only one.
Hopefully they'll get this fixed today where we can be back in business tomorrow and everything will be normal for us. I feel bad for all these other people.
Davis has had to close his doors a couple times these past few weeks. Less than 2 weeks ago, his store was robbed. He's ready for things to go back to normal.
I'm just through with all this excitement.
And it seems so is the rest of Tulsa. Reporting in Tulsa, Amy Jensen, Tulsa's Channel 8.
Rough couple of weeks. All right, students at Community Care College didn't expect their first day of class to begin like this. The EF2 tornado hit the college, damaging the ceiling, carpet, and the windows. 46 new students moved to the college's sister school, Clary Sage College, which didn't have any damage. Oklahoma Technical College is also a part of this conglomerate. That college lost power for a bit after the storm, but luckily didn't have any exterior damage.
My biggest concern as president of our three schools is to assure the safety and security of all of our students, faculty, and team. There's nothing more important than that. So that's why we have great plans in place, and they went into place immediately once we learned of this disaster. And like I said, we really haven't skipped a beat.
The hope is to have Community Care College back up and running, obviously, as soon as possible. Taking a live look around parts of Green Country as cleanup efforts from yesterday are underway. Right now, clouds still lingering, but do we have a chance for more severe storms? Meteorologist Clint Boone joins us now with some answers. And Clint, we do have precip on the way.
Yeah, a little bit later on in this week, but it looks like the next couple of days are going to be pretty quiet for us, so not foreseeing any severe weather or anything like that. But it's nice to finally see a little bit of sunshine this afternoon. Didn't see a whole lot of that yesterday. There's a look at the Creek Nation Camera Network as we again take a look at downtown. Temperature downtown Tulsa about 84, 81 Bixby, 83 in Jinx, where we've had a little bit more cloud cover throughout Osage County. Pawhuska a little bit cooler at 79. Heading down to the south, 84 in McAllister. There's a look at the visible satellite. You can see a lot of those clouds just north of I-44 with a lot more clearing between about I-44 and I-40 down towards Muskogee and also down towards McAllister. Again, the weather pattern is going to remain pretty calm in the next few days, but we'll be transitioning to more of an active weather pattern maybe heading into the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up here a little bit later.
I don't know if I want to hear that, Clint. Thank you. We will keep our continuing coverage going online at KTUL.com and on the air. You can count on us. In San Antonio, weather taking a different toll. Heavy rainfall leading to dangerous flooding. Darlene Dorsey has the latest on this developing situation.
Because of flash flooding, there's a very dangerous situation in this area right now. Just take a look at the barricade. It's here for a reason. Look at all the rushing water that's going across Post Road here. We're in the Leon Valley area. This is a community of about 11,000 people. 6 homes have already been evacuated.
In Leon Valley, we have shut down Post Road, which runs right along Heavener Creek right here, and Evers Road next to Larksong and about Sunlight Drive. And so this area at the heart of Leon Valley is closed. We have evacuated several homes along Post Road right in this area. We have notified all of the homeowners that live in the low-lying areas that they need to go ahead and evacuate or seek shelter because the water has come up rather quickly. Our emergency shelter is John Marshall High School. It's being managed by the American Red Cross.
Because of flash flooding, fire crews have been busy all over the city with high water rescues, more than 20 of them. Check this one out. A man stranded on top of an SUV, and fire crews had to extend a ladder to try to reach him. Of course, time was crucial with the water moving so swiftly. And we're told the fire chief is concerned that there might be more evacuations coming, and that rain event is causing some massive flooding and lots of road closures in the Leon Valley area. And we'll stay on this story and let you know what happens happens if there are more people who need to be evacuated. But right now, the city of Leon Valley has all of its first responders on high alert to help out with this situation. Darlene Dorsey in San Antonio.
Scary, Darlene. Thank you. Ahead at 4, Usher back in the headlines today. The singer now at the center of a lawsuit. What multiple people claim he didn't tell them and why it matters. And a new Starbucks ad circulating promoting Dreamer Day and a pretty good discount. What the company wants you to know about this ad, though, when we come back. Welcome back. Starbucks, the victim of an internet hoax. Bogus ads circulating online calling August 11th Starbucks Dreamer Day. The hashtag border-free coffee ad claims on Friday all undocumented Americans get a 40% discount on any menu item. But Starbucks says, nope, this promotion completely fake. Not happening. Usher now facing more legal trouble. 2 women and a man suing the singer, saying he failed to tell them he had a sexually transmitted disease. Today, attorney Lisa Bloom filing a lawsuit on behalf of his accusers. She says Usher, whose real name is Usher Raymond, was diagnosed with herpes back in 2009 and has never publicly denied it.
If Mr. Raymond is in fact a carrier of the virus, as these reports state, my 3 clients allege that he violated their rights by failing to warn them prior to having sexual contact with them.
Uh-oh. The new lawsuit coming just weeks after it was revealed Usher paid a woman more than $1 million in a 2012 suit to settle something similar. California law states it's illegal to knowingly or recklessly transmit an STD. Usher hasn't commented on this new suit. And then there were 3. The Bachelorette's journey for love coming to an end tonight. Former contestants think they know who she'll pick.
I think Eric's going to win. Eric does a good job of bringing out the youthful, fun side of Rachel, but does a good job of giving her exactly what she wants, too.
It's so hard. Again, I'm stressed out thinking about 3 guys that are left, and she's probably literally 3 times more stressed than I am. And so she just has a difficult decision to make.
And guess what? If you want to know who she picks, you can watch the 3-hour season finale starting at 7 right here on Tulsa's Channel 8.
Now, from the Oklahoma Ford Storm Center, your first warning forecast.
It is a nice looking Monday afternoon for us as we're looking at just some puffy cumulus clouds. Look at our view from the River Spirit Casino right here. There's a look at Riverside. Had a nice run down Riverside earlier this morning. Felt so awesome. A little bit muggy, a little bit cloudy, but not bad, again, considering we're in the first week of August when we could be dealing with triple-digit heat. Looking at HD Max 8000, scanning the skies of Green Country, we are all clear out there. Showers and storms across far southeast Oklahoma, back in the northern sections of Texas, right along the stationary front, which extends throughout portions of central Arkansas. We're going to stay in a rather, again, tranquil weather pattern through probably Thursday, and then it looks like by late Thursday night heading into Friday, and when you know it, heading in the weekend, we're going to see more chances for some showers and storms. South of the boundary, feeling a little more like summer down towards Dallas, but not bad. They're at 90. Mid-70s Wichita. Take a look at Goodland this afternoon. 69. Taste of fall for those folks. At the airport right now, we are at 84. And keep in mind, our average high today is 94. Northeast winds about 9. Humidity about 58%, so just a touch on the muggy side. Looking at other temperatures, Coffeyville at 82, 83 in Tahlequah, 81 Okmulgee, 83 in McAllister. Gorgeous night to head out to those area parks. Temperatures at 7 o'clock, lower 80s by about 9 o'clock tonight. Temperatures dipping in the upper 70s, sun setting at 8:23. Yeah, the sunset continues to get earlier and earlier for us. Futurecast as we head throughout the overnight hours. Partly cloudy, about 66 tomorrow morning in town, 64 in Bartlesville, 69 in Sallisaw. I think we do see a mix of some sun and clouds tomorrow afternoon. Most areas are going to be in the middle 80s for highs. And as we check out the forecast heading into your hump day Wednesday, temperatures upper 60s, few clouds in the morning. Start to see a little bit of a light rain throughout southern Kansas, and then maybe a few showers in central Oklahoma. So very, very slight chances for anything in the way of rain heading into our Wednesday. As we advance into the upcoming weekend, oh man, I know the timing's not great, but scattered showers and storms Saturday, Sunday. Could see at least the threat of maybe some minor flash flooding, as there could be another 2 to 3 inches of rain. Over the weekend, there were some spots like Bixby, picked up about 5-6 inches of rain. could be more rain heading our way for the upcoming weekend. So there's a look at your 8-day planner. Temperatures still staying well below normal. In fact, look at this time next week. Some scattered showers Monday, maybe only 79 for a high, and then next Tuesday looking at temperatures into the lower 80s. As we check out traffic for you, looking at I-44 between about Yell and Sheridan. Again, this was that area that was hit by the tornado, just a little bit in the way of some slowdowns in that area right there. Neely.
Try to avoid it if you can. Now for a quick sneak peek at a story we're working on for Tulsa's Channel 8 at 5. Mr. Mark Bradshaw live in the newsroom with a look. Hey, Mark.
Hi there, Neely. Once again, we have our reporters out all over Green Country ready to bring you live team coverage of yesterday's tornadoes. The big questions today for city officials: where was the warning, and how will a situation like this be handled differently if it happens again? Tonight at 5, we hunt down those answers. You'll also hear from home and business owners, some left with just a pile of debris. Neely.
Mark, thank you. On a totally different note, Tulsa's Channel 8 wants to send you to this year's iHeartRadio Music Festival, AT&T's Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Just watch Tulsa's Channel 8 at 5 weekdays and look for the word of the day. Then you go log on to 921thebeat.iheart.com. You'll take that secret word and enter it for a chance to win. The iHeartRadio Music Festival features the world's greatest artists performing live. So tune in to the 5 o'clock news for the secret word, and good luck from 92.1 The Beat and Tulsa's Channel 8. Next here at 4, the former White House press secretary having some fun. What brought Sean Spicer to Boston when we return?
From the Terrorism Alert Desk in Washington, I'm Lindsay Mastis. ISIS and the Taliban joined forces to carry out a terror attack in northern Afghanistan. An official there says the terror groups killed more than 50 people. New details into the foiled terror plot in Australia. Police there say ISIS shipped explosives from Turkey and personally directed the attack. As part of the plot, one of the men brought the explosive device to the Sydney airport in a piece of luggage. He asked his brother to take the luggage on the plane without telling him what was in it. The bag never made it onto the flight. And French prosecutors have launched a terrorism investigation after a man wielding a knife and shouting Allah Akbar tried to force his way into the Eiffel Tower. Well, the man told police he wanted to attack a soldier. He had been in a psychiatric hospital for several months, but was granted permission to leave. From the Terrorism Alert Desk in Washington, I'm Lindsay Mastis.
Former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer enjoying life outside the White House. Kevin O'Keefe, who works in marketing for the Boston Red Sox, posted this photo on Twitter, posing with Spicer while at Fenway Park. He says Spicer was attending a Red Sox game with his family and seemed to be in a good mood. His Fenway Park visit comes 2 weeks after his resignation. Up next, more of your photos after 3 twisters move through Green Country. We'll share them with you. Let's take a quick look at some of the newest pictures sent in to us at burst.com/KTUL. These 3 came from Tracy Ditmore. She took them around 33rd West Avenue and West 40th Street. Shelby Alford sent 2 pictures to us from the Broken Arrow area. And I know, Clint, we're going to continue to get pictures in, but I wanted to make sure we showed both Broken Arrow and the Midtown area, especially now knowing that we actually saw 3 tornadoes move through the area. The most significant, obviously, in the
one that
Midtown
we've
area.
been talking a lot about is the Midtown one, but in parts of northern Broken Arrow and then in Oologah. And we'll talk more about those coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. But for the cleanup operations the next couple of days, weather will be cooperating, mid to upper 80s. It's not until probably Friday and into the weekend. We're going to see additional chances for some showers and storms and even a flash flood threat.
Wow.
2-3 inches of rain. You just, again, this is crazy weather for August.
Just doesn't seem like what we would normally see, and you're saying it's not. So
It's
there
not.
you go.
Very unusual. Yes.
All right, Jeopardy's up next. Tulsa's Channel 8 at 5. We'll be back in 30 minutes.